What is up, bros and broettes? I am Slasher44, and today we are doing a review of Star Wars Battlefront, and this game is incredibly disappointing on so many different levels. There are many things this game does right and great and fantastic, and I love those parts of this game, but there are also so many parts of this game that are just unfinished, unpolished pieces of mess, essentially. And we're going to go over those. We're going to look at what's right with this game and what's horribly wrong. So let's start out with what's right, and then let's rip the game apart at the end of this video. So basically, the sound design, one of the best sound designed games ever. Like, literally ever. Basically, the reason being is because they had all the stock sounds from the original Star Wars. And that's amazing. I think they did the sounds absolutely perfectly. The graphics are fantastic in this game, especially if you play it on PC. That's absolutely beautiful. And the gameplay feels really solid. And I don't normally say that about a Battlefield game, so the fact that this Battlefront game feels so smooth and fluid and the gunplay works so well, I think that's fan-fucking-tastic. I love that about this game. The heroes are very fun to play as, but the way you receive being a hero is retarded. Basically, you can just sit at certain parts of a map and wait for a hero to spawn in, and boom, you're a hero. Like, it's silly. Like, there's no reward to it, and that's a bad thing, because I talked about with the beta, the whole idea of giving you a kill streak or something like that in Call of Duty is to play with your reward complex in your brain. This does not do that even in the slightest, and that sucks. It's really not what you want from a game, just in general. Like, if you look at any game, Candy Crush, if you look at Call of Duty, if you look at any big game, it's just basically a way to play with your reward complex and make you want to play the game a little bit more. This game lacks that to a huge extent. The only thing you get with that is the unlock system. Well, let's talk about the unlock system. Now, the unlock system I think is actually alright. The whole hands idea where you can use certain abilities and basically making a class for your character. I like that. I think that's a really cool thing, and I think it'll carry over kind of well if they use it in Battlefield games. Now, the problem I have with this is there are certain things that are just so ridiculously overpowered, there's no reason to use anything else. One of these is the grenade, one of the first things you get into the game. It respawns every about 7 seconds, and you can repeatedly just huck these things across the map, getting kills because the blast radius on them is so goddamn large. Do you not see a problem there? Because I certainly do. I definitely see a problem there. The next thing is, and probably the biggest thing to do with this game, is simply just the content. The content in this game really, well, just isn't there. This game isn't complete, and this isn't a new thing for EA whatsoever. In fact, this game is so lackluster, you may have well just played the beta and called it quits right there, because that's really all that's left in the game is the exact same stuff that's in the beta, plus like one map and a little bit more missions, quote unquote, that they put into this game. These missions are a fucking joke. It's survival mode, but you're only allowed to play it for 15 rounds. It's Call of Duty Zombies without any challenge to it whatsoever. And if you play on a harder difficulty, all you have to do to succeed is play with a teammate and you're fine. It's an absolute joke of a single player. In fact, if you don't have anything like PS Plus, this game is completely pointless to buy. And I paid $80 for this game. I'm not even kidding you. It's absolute garbage. Literally, if this game was $30 to $40, I would completely understand this game whatsoever. Because really, all this game is a multiplayer game where you play multiplayer game modes, and that's that. And if you look back at Battlefield Hardline, they kind of shied towards that too. There was the single-player campaign, but it was really short, and there really wasn't too much to it. Whereas if you look at this game, there is just no campaign whatsoever. And having the stock sounds from a Star Wars game, they could have done absolutely amazing things with a single-player campaign, and I have no idea why they didn't. That would have been the shining star on top of the Christmas tree to this game. It would have been fantastic to have a single-player mode with a solid story, or even a storyline that they could have taken from the movie. I don't care. But they had the sounds for it, they had the graphics for it, they had the gameplay for it, and they just didn't put it in the game. What was the thinking behind that? Oh, we'll just make it multiplayer and put 4 maps and then make you play another $50 to play any other maps? So you want me to pay over $100 just to play your finished game that should cost $60 in the first place, meanwhile you're making me pay more than that in the beginning to get the definitive edition where the game isn't even complete? I think that's all I really need to say. Is this whole idea of DLC in an incomplete game should not exist, and I'm just gonna go sell my copy online. That's I think my final decision. It's a really, really solidly built, sounding, looking game that just doesn't have the content in the game, and that's what's so disappointing about this game, is that everything is there, but the game's just not. They should have waited another year and a half, released this game, and it would have been awesome with a campaign, with a mode where you can fight Luke Skywalker against Darth Vader, or played the campaign through as Darth. I could have so many ideas to do with this game, and they did none of them, and that is really, really disappointing. So that's all I have to say, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I was extremely, extremely disappointed with this game. I'm not even kidding you. I'm going to sell it right now. Like, I'm gonna put it on Kijiji or Craigslist or something like that and just get the hell rid of it, because I don't even want it in my video game collection. It's an abomination. It's a tease is what it is. It's a complete tease. It's a game that you want to keep playing but can't because there's not enough stuff there. So that's all I have to say, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more Let's Play videos every single day. And until next time, peace out.